What's up guys, MTG Matthew back with another video for Kamigawa Neon Dynasty Standard. And today is not going to be a new deck, but instead we're going to take a look at yet some other games from my Bant deck that I presented yesterday on this channel. And I have indeed managed to get to Diamond up with this deck, and off the camera I'm gonna try to get to a Mythic with this. But today I just recorded some more games with this deck, and I want to take the chance to just share two amazing games that I had with this very deck. Two very long, very close games that are definitely worth watching, so I want to share it with you guys. And also take the chance to talk about a very small adjustment to the deck. So if you want to see the whole deck explanation, simply take a look at yesterday's video where I explained the whole deck in detail. And I just want to mention a small adjustment here in the addition of Fateful Absence. So Fateful Absence is a 2-mana instant in white, which says destroy target creature or planeswalker its control investigates. Now, my opinion with the current meta is that a card like this is really bad, because we basically live in kind of a, let's call it, value meta, right? You either have these mid-range decks such as Worth of Tokens, or you have these aggressive decks such as mono white, mono green. And the thing about those decks is that giving mono white and mono green more gas, or like more options to draw cards, is really bad, right? Because you just give them more options to play more creatures and eventually just overwhelm you. And if we speak about the Worth of Tokens deck, well, the creatures they often have, they always have die effects or just tokens generated by a wedding invitation, which means that if you use a Fateful Absence on them, it's not like even they lose a whole card, and instead you give them a whole card with the clue. So in general, I think this card is really bad in this current meta. However, the reason I put this in is that this deck right here that we have in front of us, it's really, as I explained in yesterday's video, it's really a counter to the meta, and it's very good at that. But the huge weakness of this deck is if your opponent plays planeswalkers, because this deck, up until now, I had basically 0 ways of interacting with planeswalkers, apart from Undo Inversion, which is a flip land, or like a double-faced land right from Zendikar Rising, that says on the backside, for 8 mana you get a sorcery that destroys all non-land permanents. So I just put this in here in the deck for some contingency plan against opponent's planeswalkers, to be able to destroy them, even though, sorry, we have planeswalkers of our own that we do not want to destroy. But up until now, this was the only interaction we had in this deck with opponent's planeswalkers. Well, now I put in 2 Fateful Absences, because my experience with this deck has been that this deck is really amazingly powerful against all of the decks out there in the meta, unless you face Orders of Tokens and you start playing their Sorins, their Lols, sometimes even the Wandering Emperor, and you have no way of dealing with them, and every turn they just get card draw from them, they get more value. And this is really what breaks the neck of this deck. So I just said, you know what, I'm gonna cut the Wandering Emperor, right, which was another planeswalker in this deck, but it wasn't really needed actually. It was just nice to have, and I cut this and replaced it with 2 copies of Fateful Absence, to be able to have some tools to deal with planeswalkers. And from time to time, if you kill a creature with this, it's not the end of the world, as long as it supports, it supports you staying alive, getting to the late game, building your advantage. Then Fateful Absence will still be quite efficient at 2 mana and quite useful. So that's the only change to the deck I wanted to mention. Still, this is a very nice, powerful deck. I'm really amazed at how well it's performing. So hope you guys enjoy these amazing 2 games coming up in this video, and I see you guys soon. Okay, climb to Mythic. We have a Doomscour, we also have a Turtle. I'm gonna keep. We have Doomscour to interact with the board early. And then we can also bounce some with the Sky Turtle if we need to. Tuara here. Well, actually against Azorius, let's foretell the Sword coming first. Okay, we know he has Draw Disruptions, that's good to know. I think I will leave the counter spell open. At 4 mana he could play a Tezzeret, and I would like to counter that. I've been considering cutting a copy of Saw It Coming for a copy of Test of Talents. Con has 8 cards in hand. Thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, maybe a single copy of Test of Talents is useful. In a position like this, where our opponent already has 2 Memory Delusions in the graveyard, casting a Farewell and exiling a graveyard is obviously line of play we can choose. Got to all the counter spells here. He can draw all the cards he wants. Obviously, he's in the advantage. Can we have a land? Maybe. Please. Okay, I'm gonna attempt a Memory Delusion. I assume he's going to counter that. He might have a Draw Disruption, but we need to make a play here, right? We're already super far behind. Yeah. Okay. This one saw it coming, gone. He can counter this. Yeah, that's fine. The idea here was if we resolve the fairy, we can get a land with the -2. Otherwise, we get 2 counter spells out of his hand and we got 3. So I hope to eventually win the counter war. And sometimes Magic can be tilting. By the way, our opponent is making he's making the wrong calls here. Right when he had 7 mana, he should have started just attacking with the Hall. I'd probably be dead by now, but he didn't. Because he's waiting for something. But in a control versus control matchup, if you have a hall, and you can be sure your opponent can't interact with it because of the ward free. Just go for the win, right? I mean, what is the opponent gonna do? Control decks don't build a big board or anything. Okay, I'm trying to counter that. Yeah. Okay. It's got a big ass restoration. Thing is, he's not doing anything, right? He's playing the long game where you should just whereas you should just go for the kill. Klein, play this as a land, and yeah, just chill. Oh, I think this is a Hullbreaker horror deck. Okay. Okay. And you already got only 24 cards in his deck? That's crazy. Okay, these are going to be Doom Scars, more Sword Coming, so he already used 2 Sword Comings. Glad we found another land here. Now, we do have a counter against Hullbreaker Horrors with the Sky Turtle. I mean, our opponent's just drawing cards. Could have already won. Sure. Get the restoration back, I don't mind that. Whatever, draw cards. I'm holding all my mana open because we might want to bounce a hall, which costs us 5 mana. And then we still have 2 mana open for a Sword Coming if we need it. Sure. Okay, so this can be Behold the Multiverses, more Sword Comings. If he counters this again, I'm fine with that. Right, he can counter this. He's not doing anything, it's just foretelling, drawing cards. And we, in theory, we have more access to counters because we got the Sky Turtle. Yeah, that's fine, so that's number 3 already. Already saw it coming, number 3. Restoration gives us the land drop for the turn. So another Sky Turtle. We do need a Field of Ruin though. We do need a Field of Ruin, that's the best draw here, and we want yeah. We want a green mana, so we can return cards of Sky Turtle. Okay, Boseiju is pretty sick. Not gonna discard a card. Okay, now I'm keeping Museju up. To kill a Hall if we need to. And I'm foretelling 1 Doomscar. Just so we don't have to discard 2 hand size. And again with... Oh wait, no! Actually can't play Museju because you're missing a green mana. Well then let's play it. Let's just play it. At least we can, in theory, play Tamiyo now. Could get a counter spell back. Or Teferi? No. I think we should keep the Skytles for the Heartbreaker Horror. And let's just bank our mana here. Yeah, we just make one step after the other, keeping our interaction open. And next turn we might start with putting down Tamiyo. There it is. That's fine. We don't care. Opponent is down to 16 cards, and he draws another one here. Sure. We're just taking the damage. Won't get another use out of these Doomscars, and I'm not bouncing the Horror yet. I want him to use resources to protect it from the Doomscar. You know, whoops. Let's Revelry first. This lets us draw a card. Gain some life. We have blockers, which obviously opponent can bounce, but that's fine. We still have a Plains in the deck, we don't. So Restoration is more or less useless now. And I'm trying to make him use his mana here. I mean, he can use a Memory Deluge anyway. Then it's gonna bounce the Horror. But then... What? Really? Sure. That's fine. Let's just chill. We're gonna discard the Restoration. I think I do want to try to counter the Emperor. Okay. That's fine. I know, I should have bounced the horror first. And then should have countered the Emperor. That was my mistake. Okay, mistakes were made. Gonna ditch the Restoration and a Farewell. Could also ditch the Vorinclex. Actually, let's ditch the Vorinclex. Okay, that was a big mistake. Yeah, there's a Leer. Sure.
Remember your training.
Can be countered. No, spells can be countered. And he doesn't have enough mana to play the Hullbreaker and a spell. So this is the perfect Farewell moment. He can only bounce his Leer. Right? And let's exile just about everything. Including all graveyards. What? What? What was... What? What was that? What? Oh, come on, man. You were so sneaky with your... Oh, man. Okay, so... Ha! Well, that's pretty funny. Now here's the thing, he does have 2 halls and we have no card draw or anything. So playing Tamiyo doesn't do much at all, actually. I guess let's just use the time here to foretell stuff. Man.
Guards, to me.
What is happening? Farewell's pretty useless. Okay, so we need to hold up mana to deal with the Hall by bouncing it. But it's nice that he made a Samurai, so we can draw a card here, gain some life, make some tokens. Still got some foretold cards, right? Ooh, a second forest is pretty juicy. I actually think right now is the time to play Tamiyo. Wait, we got 9 mana. And we need 3 mana to bounce the Hall, so let's play her with Phyrexian mana. The 2 life doesn't really matter.
My flesh was a sickness. Now I am cured.
Okay. What was that?
Our will cannot be denied.
Okay, so opponent has, let's see. Sure, bounce my Planeswalker. Our opponent has 2 Sword Comings, in exile. And 2 more probably foretold. If you counter this, should we counter this? I think I'm gonna counter this. We just want to stall the game, right? Until we find our Fields of Ruin. And or we just bounce the Hall. Yeah. Let's just bounce the Hall here. Also makes it so that he uses more or less his whole mana for the turn. Let's let him attack first. Make it so the Hall taps. And we bounce it. I'm sure. Bye bye. Bloop. Back to hand.
May your blade strike true.
Oh man, where's our card draw? Where is it? And we're missing our card draw. We still got 3 Memory Delusions in the deck that we haven't drawn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attempt to cast another Tamiyo. Should we do like this? Oh no, wait. Got 2 green now, so let's do like this.
I am privileged to carry true history to the other world. You do not write this story.
Okay. I mean, he might have another Hullbreaker Horror in the deck. Man, I'm even tempted to...
I have got new.
Could also get a Sunset Revelry back instead of bouncing the Hall. That gives us more blockers, but then he will just Doomscar. Just gonna Doomscar. Wait, but we have counter spells. So let's say Doomscars, we counter spells, he counter spells, we counter spell again. I actually think Sunset Revelry is the better call here. Because also we gain some life again, and we draw a card, which is the most important thing about getting a Sunset Revelry back. So, discard the title, get the Revelry. The Skytor is such a unique, good card. Okay, I don't know. The Hall is gonna help us. Still no Field of Ruin. I mean, yeah, we're just halfway through the deck, so... I mean, Hall can help, definitely. Can also help if we ultimate Tamiyo, for sure.
Bow before Phyrexia.
Bow. Bow before Phyrexia. Wait. He only has 1 card in exile? Okay. Moment of truth. Maybe he's got another Doomscar. If he's got another Doomscar and we counter it and he then still wants to attack, he uses the whole mana for his turn. Yeah, please. Oh, we get to use our Doom Scars. I don't care about these angels. Oh, order! This samurai doesn't have instructable, so we can just wipe the board now and tap down the one remaining samurai. Oh, we can actually, because we're going to ultimate Tamiyo. Freaking yeah, let's freaking go. Unless he has the Amalga something.
The past contains the blueprints of the future.
How? Oh boy. Okay, this is getting real. 2 minutes Teferi, please. Untap Tamiyo's notebook. Draw another card. Down this. Opponent is down to 11 cards in his rivalry. We just draw another card with the notebook. Oh! Baby, let's go! Let's freaking go. Oh man. Can actually fare well here. Let's get rid of all creatures. And there's no need to exile the graveyard. Okay, wait, actually, we can get through there. I was thinking about trying to kill the Wanderer. Wandering Emperor. Okay, just all creatures. And enchantments, because there are no enchantments. What else? There they go. Actually not going to play Restoration. Oh wait. Did I mess up? No, it's fine. We actually must not play the Restoration here, because we need the mana to kill one hall. But then he's still got another hall, and he can activate 2, and we're at 7 lives. So we need the mana to be able to activate activate our hall to block and destroy the second one. But actually, this is pretty close. I don't know if he's seeing that line of play. Yeah. I let him attack first, so he's out of mana. No! I messed up! No! I messed up! Because of the ward! Oh! Oh, I wanna cry. No. I messed up. I messed up.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
I messed up. If we just had 2 more life. Oh. Yeah, because this has ward now. Damn it. Man, 1 click and it's gone. Come on. The shame. The shame. Man, I was so focused and I messed up that one click. I'm sure we would have won. Our opponent just had 10 more cards in the library. We had Tamiyo's notebook. Oh, man. That hurt. We have a Reverie. Gonna mulligan. I got a Doomscar, that's better. Keep that. Ditch the side coming. Then we need to get to 4 lands to be good here. That's a good start. Can't draw a card here, so let's foretell a Doomscar. Still can't draw a card. So next turn, opponent might play a Ren 7, for which I'd like a Fateful Absence, and then we could Doomscar. So I think we'll just pass. Could also play Chariot, obviously. So Mr. Fade 93 really wants to draw a card here. Could take that away from him. Wait, if he draws a card, he's at 4. I should probably let it go. Okay, now we're talking, because now we can foretell the Zoid coming. And now we get the full Sunset Reverie package. And another Reverie, that's really good. Alright. Alright. Okay. Okay, Crawling Barrens is really nice for us, because we get to activate the Field of Ruin to find our second blue mana for Memory Deluge. If he activated Pack Leader there, he would have trampled, but that would cost him basically all his mana. There's Boseiju. That's nice. And we get to draw a card again, which is fantastic. And we can also, we still will activate Field of Ruin against Barrens. And we got to draw 6 mana for Farewell. Still got a Doomscar, still got a counter spell, so now we're in a really good position. I'm not cracking the field just yet to see what he's doing. Okay, nice. Get rid of the Crawling Barrens. Get our second blue mana here. Mr. Vorinclex. Okay. So I think here we just do the classic Doomscar. Hold over my counter spell. We got to 6 mana. We have Memory Deluge. With 19 life. Do we want to counter that? I don't think so. I think next turn I want to just Memory Deluge. Okay, we actually like to find another blue source here. That's a blue source. Another Deluge or another Doomscar? Probably want another Deluge. I mean, we have Farewell. But apart from that, not much else. No, I think we go for Deluge. Just hopefully find more stuff. Oh, with the farmland we can play Vorinclex now, which is pretty funny. The cool thing is, like, okay, Fateful Absence usually would be a rather bad card, right? Because you do a 1-for-1 exchange for a creature or planeswalker, but then your opponent also gets a card, so you're, you know, it's a bad exchange. Your opponent gets a 2-for-1. However, Farewell can exile those clue tokens, so in the right circumstances, Farewell can mitigate the disadvantage of, like, the downside of Fateful Absence. What the hell? I mean, that's a lot of damage. It's 10 damage. Next time we're gonna Farewell. That's fine. No Barons, okay. We're gonna Farewell here, hold over my counter spell. Counter spell or Fateful Absence. Also, we can play Vorinclex next turn, which is really hard for opponent to deal with. 6/6 in a mono green deck. Okay, let's let him attack first. Have the Barons be tapped. This is a good target to Fateful Absence. Does he have a Snakeskin Veil? He does, okay. Okay. Man, the Barons is a problem now. He's like What is Vorinclex doing here? Does he have another Blizzard Brawl? If not, we can trade, because now doesn't have the mana to activate Barons one more time. Oh, come on, really? Turtle is helping, Iganju is helping. You could actually get a Revelry here. 3 mana. Nah, we can't. I mean, we'd only get the Revelry then. Then we need both Iganju and the Sky Turtle to survive. Iganju. Okay, this is sick, because now we can get our Field of Ruin back from the graveyard and deal with the Scrawling Barons. How do I deal with that? I mean, these don't have tramples, so I guess now we get a Revelry. Hello, Tamiyo. Tamiyo is nice.
I am privileged to carry true history to the other world.
We get to draw a card. The full package here. Ooh, Thought Coming is nice. Actually really nice here. Tap down this Mammoth. Dude, these games are intense. They're really intense. Thought Coming is really nice here. I mean, as long as the Crawling Barons doesn't get trampled, it's not that big of a deal, really. We need to counter those Blizzard Brawls. Okay, we need another board wipe here. Or a Field of Ruin would also be good enough. Since we need a board wipe anyway, would this even... So we would tap down this again, and the next turn he attacks with these three. And if I... Nah, we would still die because Pack Leader can grow and become a 5-3. That's not helpful at all. Okay, so let's tap down Pack Leader.
Bow before Phyrexia.
And then we block the Barons with our Hall. This means we still have enough mana for a restoration. And the thing is, if he's going face, we can ultimate Tamiyo. Must hope that he doesn't have a haster here. 5 damage is 1 short of 6. So we need to find a what's it called? Field of Ruin or a Boseiju to deal with the Crawling Barons. What? What? I guess we take it. Take the free turn. Okay, so Otawara can deal with the Barons and guess farewell to deal with the board for now. Seems good enough to me. I mean, that's really good.
Minor setback, but victory is inevitable.
Got a free turn. It's fantastic. Undo inversion. Yes, I'd like to get a Field of Ruin back. Or the next turn, like the turn after. Artifacts, creatures, we keep the enchantments. And now we got Otawara, and then the turn after we got Field of Ruin. So it must not have a haster, but even if he has one, unless it's Vorinclex, he can't deal 6 damage. I don't think so. Yep, can't deal 6. Okay, next time we can deal with the crawling with field, and then we just tap down the oddity. Bye bye. There go your counters. That's so funny. Also, we get another blocker here from the restoration. Oh man.
Our will cannot be denied.
Okay, Crawling Barons was Summoning Sickness. We have a Hall that can protect us against another Haster. And we got Memory Deluge. So, it's looking pretty good for us. Give me that card draw. Definitely wanted to Fairy. And let's take another set of card draw. A Farewell is useful.
You do not write this story.
We can actually attack here because if he activates Crawling Barrens, we'll just blow it up with the Field of Ruin. Mono Greenblade is just getting held hostage here by our controller. So we still got 10 mana. But I'm gonna leave it up for a Hall and the Field of Ruin. Just be super cautious here. Right. Gonna get the Tamiyo ultimate next turn, with which we can draw 2 extra cards each turn through the Fairy. And then we'll just, you know, slowly kill our opponent here with the Hall. And the Architect of Restoration. I'm gonna have to let this resolve. The thing is, I think he has some Tamiyo safekeeping or a Snakeskin Veil. So I'm not gonna take the bait. Well, let's think. This goes up to an 8/8. There is no way I think of giving it trample at instant speed. So I'm just gonna block here. And I don't wanna activate a Field of Ruin when this is on the board, right? So stay loose here. Another Field of Ruin is perfect. Let's get a Doomscar. And we'll just scry. Actually, yeah, I'd like another Hall. Like another Hall, yeah. Oh. Get Tamiyo's notebook going.
Revel in your minuscule victory. The past contains the blueprints of the future.
You know what? We're gonna start off by being aggressive. I wanna bait him into trying to block this Hall. Oh, this is tapped anyway. Whoops. It's fine. So let's go field. Okay. Let's not forget this can become 8/8. Actually need to be cautious here. I think untapping the Hall is always a fine idea. And we just draw another card here.
Don't worry, it's only a little mischief.
Sky Turtle's pretty nice. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. If he activates this in response, tries to make it a creature, we'll just do it again. And we still have enough mana to bounce the oddity. Right, this can target a permanent, not only a creature. Bam, there we go. Got that one off the board. And now I got a Sky Turtle to bounce this. I bounce this oddity if we need to. This is scary if he has another hexproof effect with the transformation. We would not be dead, but it's still scary. Yeah. 8/8. Okay, I'll try to bounce this first before blocking. Ah, let's go. That's game. That's game because we attack with these. We tap down the oddity. G fucking G. Okay, let's draw the notebook because it's so nice.
Time only flows in one direction.
Boom, boom, boom. GG. Wow, what a game. Whoa.